Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Um, Basically, over the last 6 months, I've been doing this challenge, but for longer than that, I've been doing a lot of jump roping, some calisthenics training, but essentially, for over 6 months now, I've been jump roping at least 10 minutes every day. Um, And that means no days off, not weekends off, not holidays. Um, every day on the calendar for the last, I think this video will take me up to 196 days in a row. I've been jumping rope with various jump ropes, but mainly um, this half-pound rope that you see in this video and occasionally a 1 pound rope as well, which you will see in the next video. I want to mention that this was the renewal of a wash cycle here, so you see the same shirt I'm wearing. I didn't wear it 2 days in a row, unwashed. But anyways, the point is that I've been doing this for 6 months, and I just wanted to talk a little about that. If it's something that you're interested in doing, kind of to know what you can expect, um, some of the benefits, some of the stuff you'll definitely want to think about. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. The first thing I want to mention is regarding um, jumping rope every single day without days off. I think that when you take days off of physical activity, it's a good thing, especially when it comes to something like gym training or any kind of heavy training. It's hard to do something every day and allow your body to recover properly. Um, but with certain types of training, I think there is big benefit to doing it every day without stopping. Um, I don't think that for certain types of exercises you actually need to take time off if you are in good enough shape to allow that to be done. And that might seem like an unfair thing to say, but what I mean is if you never train and you decide you're going to do push-ups every day, that's going to be really hard on your body. But if you're doing push-ups, once a week, then twice a week, then 3, then 4 times, then 5 times a week, then you're thinking, okay, I've been doing push-ups 5 times a week, let's say 100 push-ups 5 times a week for a long time. You can say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to take any days off. You can go to 7. You need to pull your volume back, but you can do push-ups every day. But the thing is, you need to make sure, I would say, that your recovery is on point. And what I mean by that is this. When I started this jump rope, I noticed that I had a lot of pain. Um, I shouldn't say a lot all the time, but I would have days where knee, hip, ankle, and especially my Achilles would bother me. Um, I got an Achilles injury, um, walking deep in the woods at work one day, and I my foot sunk through the snow, and my Achilles kind of stretched out, and I had a lot of trouble walking, and I had excruciating pain, and it took about 6 months till I felt confident in my Achilles. Um, and that was obviously before I started doing this challenge. But as soon as I started doing this no break challenge, I noticed that I had significant. First, it was an awareness of my Achilles, and then it was a pain and a tightness in my calf, in my specifically right calf. But um, because I would start to favor my left side, I started to develop pain there as well. What I did was I started really intensively working on my recovery and doing things to recover using things like biofreeze on my ankle and Achilles, using Rogue, those, what are the, Voodoo Floss, using Voodoo Floss almost every day after I was done jumping rope, um, and using things like massage guns to get myself recovered, also using ice baths, stuff like that. So what happened was I kind of crossed a line, and I don't remember exactly when this was, but I definitely crossed a line maybe 4 months ago. So maybe 2 months in, I was really having trouble. 3 months in, maybe even I was having trouble. But for a while now, I have not had any of those problems um, with pain or anything. My body has greatly adapted to this training. Um, Now, like, I still have some problems, but they're not problems that relate to jump rope. They're problems that occurred, and I have pain in my knee, those kind of things were happening a lot, but more before I started this jump roping every day, before the 6 months, than they are now. Everything is better now. Lower back pain, knee pain, Achilles pain, ankle, anything to do, hip pain, all of them are better and feel better now than they did before. So what is the benefit of jumping rope every day? Now that I've addressed, possibly the concern people concern themselves with overuse training, and that's understandable, like I said, but as long as you're taking proper measures and you're eating the right foods, you can do this kind of stuff. So the benefit, one big benefit, leg strength. Sorry. Leg strength has greatly increased, surprisingly. I'm somebody that does not train legs very much. I'm an arm wrestler. Adding unnecessary bulk to my legs is not something that concerns me very much. I don't want big, legs. I'd like them to be strong and functional, but they've always been something that has always been strong and functional for me. I haven't needed to train them for them to be strong. Um, that's not to say that they're really strong, but they're strong enough to do all the things that I'd like to do. So typically when I go into the gym to start squatting, so for example, say I've taken 3 months and I haven't squatted at all. If I go into the gym and start squatting, usually I can do 170 pounds for 5 reps. This has been consistent for years where, usually I'll train legs for just a little while. And so if I take that time off, 3 months, 6 months, and I start training again, I do that 100% 70 pounds for 5 reps, and the weight quickly goes up. I'm at 200 pounds within maybe a week or 2 weeks for squat, and then I'm at 225 within, another couple weeks. And yeah, so it just keeps progressing from there. So a couple months ago, after doing this jump rope for, every day, not training legs basically at all, maybe, some air squats, some air lunges, I went into the gym to see how strong I was on squat, just out of curiosity. And I was able to squat 225 pounds for 5 reps fairly easily. I decided not to go up more than that. And I was shocked by that. To know that my baseline has been about 170, and to go in and do 225 was tremendous. I thought, wow, if that's my starting point, then I can probably get to 315, within a few months of training. Now, I haven't done that, but that's not really my goal right now. So just to see the leg strength increase has been great. The other thing, and this is probably the most noticeable thing, is balance. Um, my balance is better than at any point in my life, and it's not close. Um, I've always been somebody that hasn't had great balance. Uh, not terrible, but just, I've noticed, when you play sports, stuff like that, my balance now is really great to where, things that normally you'd sit down for, I don't need to if I don't want to. So if I want to put my socks and shoes on without sitting down, just standing straight up, I can put shoes on, put socks on, put shoes on one foot, tie the shoe pretty effortlessly without, oh, I'm going to fall over or anything like that. Now, that might sound silly, but that is something that, in the past, if I tried to put socks and shoes on, balancing on one leg, that would have been hard for me to do. Now it's easy. Um, and, quite doable. So, I've noticed that. I've noticed with, jumping and landing. If I jump over something, if I land, it's just everything is just a lot easier. So I would say your overall leg strength and overall balance, is greatly improves with this much jump rope. What's another benefit? Cardio benefit. Is that something I've noticed? I wouldn't say so. I'm assuming that it's had a great cardio benefit. But the thing is, I'm doing about 10 minutes of jump rope every day. And before I started this challenge, I was doing less per week, less minutes. Meaning I would do maybe jump rope 4 times a week instead of 7. But I was doing jump rope for maybe, you can go back into my channel and you can see 20 minutes, and, these huge 25, 30 minutes. Some of these bigger, jump rope lengths, my cardio was definitely better there. But this has allowed me to gain weight and strength as well in the gym. My back, my arms, my chest, all those things are stronger. Meanwhile, I'm continuing to do this cardio. When I was doing those bigger routines before, I was losing a lot of weight. People were mentioning, "Whoa, you look skinny. Oh, you've lost weight," which is, I'm sure, what some people want. But for me, I lost, whatever, 30 pounds. And I wasn't, I was, my numbers were going down in the gym. It's like I'm losing weight. I think, 30 pounds of weight lost. Maybe even 40 pounds, now that I think about it. Yeah, about 40. So I've been able to gain a lot of that weight back, maybe 20 pounds back, while consistently jump roping 10 minutes every day. So if that's something that you're looking for as well, I'd recommend that. And lastly, I would just want to talk about the mental benefit. And I'll talk about that in 2 quick parts. The first part is the benefit that it provides with, once you get good enough at the jump rope, you can think about other things while you're jump roping. And it's a very good 10 minutes of focus time. One of the reasons why I was doing for a while, and you can see on this channel, rounds, 5 rounds of push-ups and jump rope and something else. One of the reasons that I've been doing this 10 minutes together is because I can really start to think. And you can see I miss skips now. I miss maybe one skip, but I'm okay with missing a skip when I'm in my mind. If I really focus, I don't miss a skip, but I'm okay with missing a skip if I'm deeply focused on something else. And the jump rope helps me get there. Not only does it help me get there, but the benefit of doing something every day is that you don't need to worry as much about rest days, and it just becomes part of your routine. I don't know if how people feel about brushing their teeth, but this is what I would say. I would compare it to brushing my teeth. I don't think about brushing my teeth as a positive, or it's only a positive thing. It's not a negative. I don't think, oh man, I got to brush my teeth. I'm either neutral about brushing my teeth, like, oh, it's just something I've done now that I've eaten food, or I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to brush my teeth and get this kind of, foul taste from my mouth, right? Like I just need to freshen up my breath, or I want to freshen up my teeth, so you brush your teeth, whenever. That's the same way it is when you do training exercise every day like this. Is you're getting all these benefits, but you don't even feel like you're doing anything. You feel like it's just part of your routine. So we're halfway through. I plan to do this for a full year. I'm going to be going on some vacations soon, so I have purchased a jump rope, a cordless jump rope. So if I'm in a location where I can't jump rope because I don't have overhead space, I will do the jump rope with the cordless rope for 10 minutes, and I will film that as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next 6 months. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'd love to answer any questions you have, anything you want to know. I hope I've answered some of your questions here if you have them. And anyways, I appreciate you tuning in, checking out this video. And there'll be more videos coming. I'm hoping to get back to my weekly schedule. It might end up being bi-weekly. I've been busy lately, but you will get videos, and this will continue. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Have a great day, everybody.